Yeah, guys, I'm going to show you a quick way of, let's say you're working on a watercolor, and I was working on this uh, painting by Sargent, and it's on watercolor. It's on 140-pound cold press paper, cotton, 100% cotton, and there's different type of papers. You have rag, cotton, different type of paper, and when you buy good paper, you can lift, and you want a paper that if you do, like people think that watercolor, once you make a mistake, it cannot be corrected. It could be corrected, just like I did here. I noticed if you look here, you notice that the pencil drawing, you can see that I erased, I got to the point where I was almost done, but that head was too far up and the proportions weren't right, and I realized that because when I started doing this painting, I was sitting down, and then I decided to work standing, and when I stood up working from standing up, I realized that some things were off. So now this is what I'm working on. I want to basically, now I know this line here compared to the line of the edge of this straight line here, I know that line, it's almost kind of straight. So, you know, you might think that then it cuts in. So I'm right now just thinking about proportions. I'm not thinking about anything else. I know the chin, the bottom of that. Just want to put a line there, just a guideline. Not a guideline, just a guideline for that specific area of that chin. Okay, so now I'll continue on. Now we're going here. Matter of fact, I notice I can continue to use the line that was already there. That matches okay. Then that comes this way. And then that comes back that way. And then it comes up. It comes up like that. You see? Like that. And then over here, this area meets right here. So let's put that there and give my, it's not that line is not, well, it's about that long. It's like that long. Then here, the width of that whole torso. Okay, the way I can get that width is by basically getting this arm right, not hand, arm right. And it's about that wide. And then continue on, and it probably that area right there lines up almost with the ending of the neck. So I'll do that. Then I'll come this way, and I'll continue that way. Then it wants to come up. It wants to come up, and it goes like that. Then over here we have the material, what they call that, robe or sheets, blanket. And you see how I mixed a dark color if I could, but a color that cool, because that's what I need for this painting. And then over here, that will go that way, like that. Stay loose. That's gonna come here and there, and that meets there. Yeah, it's kind of hard trying to talk to you guys and do this, but let me just show you what I'm doing here. That leg is basically, that line is something like that. See, so some of the drawing that I have left over can work with the proportions. And we'll see. And then the leg. This is the blanket. That goes this way. And that goes that way. That goes about that way. Then it comes back in there. And then it comes in that way. And then it goes that way. Then this way. And that goes there. And then the leg. I'm using a very long brush. This is a Winsor Norton Precision. What's the name brand? Come this way, then I come this way, come a little bit further down, and then that has the muscle. Then it comes this way, and it goes that way. When it goes this way, I'll go that way because it'll be easier for me to come up with that line up. And then coming this way. And then I got the foot. That foot is gonna, you see I had it here before. That was too short. Now I have it up here. It's not that long, but that's just a guideline. It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna fix that. You see? So now the blanket, that line is basically, that's okay. Then it comes something like that. Then this area here goes up, and then it connects with that. Then it connects with that blanket, and that connects that other. There's like two folds. And this is one fold. Then another fold. So I'm coming with this fold, and I'll mark the other fold. Then that fold comes this way. Not that wrong, but let me do it this way, that way I can get it looking better than this one. Now the good thing about this brush here, gives me the lines. I have better control than if I was working with a bigger brush, like a 2, a 6, usually artists use. They water it, it comes to a point. You see? And I know I got the nose. And then this is the bottom of that lip. But that lip comes this way, because that chin is boxing this way. And then, see, all this is foreshortening. So all this has to be right. And what I'm drawing here is what's in light. The shadow is further up. Now before, when I did the other one, that reflected light, I had it up there. So everything else was kind of okay, but I was too far up. So now I took this further down, and to the point where even this shoulder was up here. So if this shoulder was here before, excuse me, everything else was higher, you know. So now, I'll wet this now. You see this whole image here? Okay, we know that this part of the arm Matter of fact, this arm right here is kind of more straighter, and it goes like that. And then it comes in, and it comes in, and it stays a little out because that's part of the wing. And you have the rib cage, and that rib cage that boxes in like that. You see? And then this is the chest. The chest is going to come with the underarm. Half of this arm is in shadow, so I'm just drawing the shape of the shadow. You see? You see the shape of that shadow? So, I mean, so you have people, like, it's okay to, you know, draw with the pencil and then come in with the brush, with the watercolor. But in a situation where you kind of messed up, man, I'm not going to come at it with a pencil again. And also, it's still wet because I was just working on it, and I decided to remove everything. And so the paper's wet. So instead of using the pencil, which would tear my paper, I'm doing this. And make sure that I don't have enough paint where I'm not going to run out. And I make sure I have all my proportions right. I'm looking at this area in the stomach. It's almost, is from the distance, that line, where does it almost meet here where it starts? So it's basically almost there. So I'm just gonna come here, see, like that, try that. And then this line is wrong then. This line comes this way. Well, that line is alright because that's the further up. Okay, you have to go there, you got this line. Okay, let's work here, which is coming in the area where, then this goes like that. And then the head right there. Then this comes into the blanket there. You see? And then that blanket meets there. And then this there. And then this. Goes this way. Like that. It's all going to be in light. This is all going to be in shadow. So this is going to be in shadow there. You see what I mean? Shadow. So that shows me right there. Once I did that, it shows me that that knee has to come out further. Well, let me see. Just a hint, a little bit to there. So if that comes out further, then this part, that knee comes up to there, and then this goes the bottom of that leg, and it comes a little bit there, and that comes here, and that comes here. So this comes in, that's there, like that. That's the shadow right here. So now I know that this muscle goes there. This is going to have to come out. Let me see. just gonna have to come up higher, right there. There you go. You see what I mean? So making that leg, could I make it longer? Making it longer from here by bringing this one down, or can I make it bigger from up here with the line? So I look at the drawing, and I know that I'm okay here. So what's wrong is up here. I have to come up here. That leg is not basically like that, it's like this. You see, before I had it more like that. Now once I fix it, it's more like that. You see? Now I know that this is the material, and then it comes in here like that. And I'll make this darker just to know, give myself like mark to let me know that that's shadow on. That way you guys can see better what I'm doing here. Over here, that's in shadow. Let me see the difference. The chin, right here, is laying almost on top of that shoulder. That shoulder has to, I have it basically, so at this I can just get closer and be more precise with that mark. So after I get all my proportions right, then I can sit. But it's a good idea to get all your proportions right. Where your arm, you're painting with your whole arm instead of this part. Which when you paint with your whole arm, the part of your brain, that part of your brain is a better artist than this part that uses this motion. So now I got that whole motion going. I can come here with the chest, give myself a guideline. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. And I can come and do that. You see what I did there? Then I know this is in shadow. That shadow, basically, it just, you see, it's, you have two different colors there, two different values. But I'm looking at it now as one color. I'll worry about that later. You know, I know there's two different values here. Two different tone values, tones. And, but for now, I'll see it as one. And I can do that just to give me a guidelines, because that's what messed me up before. I was basically judging things the wrong way, you know. I didn't put those values in there. That way I can see more or less the negative space in the drawing, because I am drawing with a brush. See? So this is the old line. This is the old painting. Let's get rid of that. You can see the difference. You see? And then remember I told you, okay, then the bottom of this blanket thing there, and just put that for now, and it comes all the way out there. Then that comes out there. This has like a little, then you have your that little green stuff. But you see the way it is, it's coming down. That's even proof right there that when he did this painting, he did it standing up. Because if you look at the stroke and you look at the mark, if I was to do it, you see at the angle that it is over here. It's because I did it sitting down. You know? Now, that angle is a stroke that basically you come down on it like that. Now, when you sit down doing the same stroke, the angle will be different. Let's just do it here for a different, you see? And that little bit of difference of angle will take that whole area and just make it look wrong. Because it did look wrong. You see? So now I can use this to just basically show. Now this is the red, and I'm gonna come with the red because that'll help me. Cat red. I don't want to use anything else. And just to show you, just to get where I can judge things a little better, because I know that this is the blanket, and so you know you have to paint, but paint smart. Give yourself you know, like you see now, I know by painting that red, I realized that this part goes longer. Before I had it up here, you know, I know it comes up to there. So by me adding that red, it helped me to judge. You know, here, I know this is going to come up to here, and that tells me then it goes that way. Okay, this comes that line, even comes that way. Not that much, but over here. You see, all painting is just a set of corrections. You're correcting all the way through. Don't rub on the paper. Just like that. Tap on it. And that's it, guys. Alright, so I hope these few tips will help you out. And I know that this line here, it's like that, and then that comes this way, and then that goes that way, that line goes that way, but right here, that line meets right here, but I have to do it in okay, so, right there, then this part, that line, is there, right down there. So it was too much red there. There. So I come with another brush, being that this paper, it's already, you know, soft. I have too much water on it. It's really wet. I don't want to damage it. So I'll lift up with the brush. I'm going to continue to, you see? I just removed, everything's clean. up a little, like that.